What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday to you. It's Bobby from the Casual Hour, and we are back with our Friday night stream. And tonight is going to be a good one. We're going back to Valheim, and I've got a checklist tonight, and I'm taking you with me. We're going to be knocking some stuff out together. This is the game that everybody's talking about. I'm not special for liking it, but I do think the game is pretty special, and we're going to get into it tonight. So let's fire up and see what we got going on here. Tonight, we're going to be looking at a few things, and hopefully it hooks my game here in a second. There we go. What we're going to be looking at. The last time we were all hanging out playing Valheim together, we were focusing on a handful of things. I was really trying to progress and get to the ability to start smelting. I was going to the Black Forest for the first time. We were looking for copper and tin. We found it. We ended up going into a dungeon. We got some really cool shit there. We came back and we built our smelter, and we started making bronze and tin and copper, and it was really exciting. We wrapped up there. I have been playing without you. Please forgive me. I have a problem. And in doing so, we added the kiln that we wanted to get. So now we're making coal, which is great. I've been walking around my map trying to explore a bit more. The biomes that we've seen are really the Black Forest and the meadow. I want to find some more. And also, we got on our map the last time the Elder, which is assumingly the next boss fight that we have to get into. I've heard it's a little bit of a motherfucker to get through. So we're going to try and do our best to get to that fight, which is really just about crafting some more gear. And we're going to focus on bronze gear. But one of the things I had the ability to do was I created portals. And portals are really fascinating in Valheim, and we're going to look at those tonight. Because I thought through it today, and I have an idea for how I'm going to implement portals on here. And this, another exciting thing that we didn't talk about on Twitter or any of the social stuff for the stream tonight. This will probably be like one of, not the only like last solo play that I do, but we're taking this save file, me and then Johnny, who does he's one of the co-hosts of the Casual Hour podcast that I do, or that we do. We're going to be moving this save file to a server. And we're going to be setting up and playing on a server there. So that's going to be really exciting. So I wanted to get into a little bit, start to show you where we're at. I don't quite remember where I was at on the save file. But let's take a quick look at my character, because a little bit's changed since the last time. If you have forgotten, and I will forgive that, what we looked like the last time, I was more blue, as I was wearing troll skin armor. So we had the pants, we had the tunic, I had the hood, and I had the cape. I'm sorry, I didn't have the cape. I was trying to get the cape. I still always had my deer skin leather cape. But you'll notice I got a little shine to me this evening, and that's because I am wearing some bronze armor. So we've got the bronze tunic, the bronze legs, and the bronze helmet. This game, if you're not familiar with its style, Johnny brought this up on our show this past week. The developers were saying that they really wanted to go for more of that PlayStation 1 era graphics, but they wanted to bring in some really cool like post stuff with like lighting and the tilt shift. So this particular armor really has some great lighting effects, as you can see a little bit from the fire here. And I wanted to show this off a bit before we get into the game, because I think it looks really cool. And we are going to be focusing a lot on bronze stuff this evening. So I wanted to make sure that you had an understanding of like maybe why it looks different or what it's going to do. And this is the first look at it. So let's load up my world here and see where that takes us. I hope everybody's safe and well and doing okay. I know the last week has been kind of a shit show for a lot of reasons. Here in the Midwest, in Missouri, where I'm at, weather actually got a little bit warmer today. By warmer, I mean it got to be 32 degrees, and that felt like a real treat. So let's see here. Some stuff maybe a little bit different at the house. Not a ton. We added some windows just because I thought it was a little stuffy. I don't know if I had this dual setup the last time you were all here, but I think this looks really cool. So I've built a few things. I don't think any of this was here, so apologies. I didn't update you all on this. But we've added in the forge, and I put above it a chest, which I think looks really cool. This is also a little bit deeper, so you can't see it, but hidden behind this is one of the... where's it at here? Yeah, this here. I got an anvil hidden behind that chest, and that enhances the ability to do more with that forge. So I think that this setup looks really cool. I added another fire to balance things out, but I was able to do a cauldron, and that cauldron is really nice because that gives me the ability to do more potions and healing items, which I haven't explored too much, but I did make some jam, and I'm pretty excited about that. We got our workbench over here. Couple enhancements there. Still using this stacking method for the chest, which I might not have had that the last time you were here, but now I got a little bit more storage. We did some enhancements upstairs and added some windows up here on both sides. Johnny has started playing the game with me. He loaded in, so I made this little loft area for him. And we've got some more storage up here in the bedroom that allows us to keep a lot of the spoils of our victories. Here in the back, you'll notice some smoke coming out. Those fires I have routing beneath this, and we got a proper chimney now, because if you are hanging out in your house, found out with fire, no way to get that smoke out, yeah, that's not good for you. So we've got smoke that leaves the house, got a nice cover on the chimney so it can rain all at once and we don't lose the ability to cook indoors. The way I play a lot of these games when it comes to survival crafts, and this is probably like, oh, well, that's how you're supposed to play these games, you idiot. I like to just do as much as I can inside. I know some people have some stuff set up outside of it, but I wanted to be able to cook and to craft and do all kinds of stuff in this main area here without having to worry about anybody coming to attack or anything like that. As far as the outside goes, been pretty busy just with some minor upkeep, added a few things. So as you get rocks and wood, you can make stacks of those to save inventory space in your chest or inside your house. So once you have 50 of rocks or 50 of the logs or wood, you can stack those up and just keep them where you want to. So I got that stuff outside. If you need more of it, just come out here and grab it. But usually, after each run, I come back with some and I just throw in the chest. So this is that kiln that we were all obsessed with the last time, wanting to make. It's pretty straightforward. You add a piece of wood to this, and it comes out and makes charcoal, which is the fuel that you need to smelt with. So on one side, you load in any of your items that you would need to smelt down. The other side, you add in your fuel, which will be coal in this case. So that just pops out pieces of coal. For those of you who are unfamiliar, this is a meadow biome. I chose to build here. Some people like to go by waterfront. But with these portals, I think it's completely doable to have multiple homes, and I'll probably look into that as we expand. But for the time being, another thing about the meadows is there's a lot of deer, a lot of berries, and there's wild boar. And apparently in the game, you can start to tame those boars. And I saw a sign, I have an idea how to do it. I need to plant and harvest some stuff. So if I can get, it says you need to get a root that grows in the area, which I'm assuming might be a carrot. So I got some carrot seeds. I'm going to try and plant those and see if we can't get some boars going. This is a portal. We're going to be focusing on these tonight. And I just unlocked this last night, which is pretty exciting. So the way portals work, in case you want a brief history of portals, you need 2 entries. The way it works in Valheim here is you just tag it. So if 2 portals share the same tag, they're connected. And this particular one, let's just go ahead and show you how it works. You walk into it, you get this graphic, and I'll show you on the map where we end up at. But this is a quick way for me to get to an area where there may be a trip to see the Elder. So let's eat up, and I need to go and dump some stuff off back at the house before we head out. So on the map here, this is home. This is our house here. Originally started down here in the game. I made my way up and found an abandoned home. And if you're looking to get started, like a quick tip would be, like, building a house can be pretty intimidating when you first set out. I found something that was abandoned. I was able to put my workbench down. I just repaired it, added some roof patches, and I was set up for a while. And the house that you just saw, that's exactly how it came to be. It was legitimately just me starting out, having my own little nook there. But as we were playing, I started to like make my way around, and we were really hanging out down here. We found some dungeons in Copper. This is where we spent a lot of time the last playthrough. I've now got queued up, ready to go. I got 3 dungeons that I haven't explored yet, so we can go into those tonight, potentially. Got some Copper stuff, and I really like that you can just label the map wherever you want to. But in doing so, I had this thing pop up, which is the Elder. When you first load in, you start here, and you just got this location on the map, and that's basically saying this is the first boss, get to it. So now that I got the second boss, there's a pretty big body of water. I didn't have the means to get across it, so I built this boat, and I sailed my happy ass across the water, brought some supplies with me, set up this makeshift little hut with a workbench on it so I could establish and build some shit. And now I can just hop in this portal when I'm not sitting down being a lazy bum, and this will take me back to the back side of the house, which is awesome. So now I've got fast travel to get to that next segment, and if I happen to die, which I hear is highly probable with this next boss fight, I've got a quick way to get back and hopefully get my shit. So let's go in here, drop some stuff off, repair some things, and figure out what the next best approach would be. In case you're unfamiliar, something I covered the last time, everything in this game is a system, and everything in this game wears down. Gear, weapons, your actual house. Like, I can probably find areas of the house to improve, which you just go over and you can see your progress bar there, but just normal wear and tear. So home upkeep is a thing. But you always want to repair your gear, and in this case we've got a mixture of bronze items and then other items here, so we want to go back and forth through them. I really try to be as organized as possible when it comes to games like this, and so breaking things down by type, food, whatever it may be, you want to get into a habit of cooking. So if you've got any raw meat, you just drop it off over here and start to cook that. You leave it on too long, that becomes charcoal. But here I've got amber, which is something I think that this is a valuable item that I can sell. I've been collecting coins as well. I know that there's a merchant in this game. I've not came across it, so I'm hoping that I can meet that merchant soon, because I'm starting to get a little bit of a collection of money. I want to spend it. It's burning a hole in my tunic. Once the meat's done, you'll hear it sizzle for the first phase. That means it's ready to eat. Goes over here like so. Just right click on items to eat them. So yeah, I'm just putting some stuff away to the best of my ability, trying to stay organized. And I've begun using some of these items a little bit more now that I'm unlocking more things in the game, and that's been really cool. It's helping me understand like what we're chasing, what we're doing here. Like I just got the other night, I just got this axe here, this bronze axe. That axe allows us to cut down birch trees, which I thought it was just another form of wood. No, you get fine wood from birch, and fine wood opened up all kinds of shit. So the game is constantly letting you pull some of these threads. I believe the next metal that we would be chasing is iron, and that is something that I believe you get from the swamp biome. So we need to figure that out, and my understanding is that that comes later past the second boss fight. So all things are pointing to a pretty gnarly encounter. As you can see there, I'm getting a little full on items, and so I've been trying to use some of my storage up here for more trophies. So I've killed a couple trolls, gotten that. These Grey Dwarfs, I've gotten some trophies there. There's some deer trophies, a couple of neck trophies, lots of boar trophies, and even a couple skeleton ones. These are the items that you use to summon a boss. And so the first boss required 2 of these deer trophies, and that's what brought it. So I've got a couple of those, and you can summon that boss over and over again to get materials and stuff like that. So I just keep those up here. But like I was saying, stuff, if I have like an overflow of things like that, and these are the items that you're going to be using like now to make portals, which I had forever. I'm like, what the hell am I doing with this stuff? That's what it's there for. So Johnny's stuff's over there. If I find things that I feel are useful, I can let him know. I want to build this troll hide cape. Got plenty of bones for it. We need to kill 1 more troll. So if we see a troll, we'll probably kill it. I need 10 to make that happen. So let's drop that off there. Put some more shit up, and then we're going to head to bed and start the day. I keep all my smelting supplies up there. We can cook 1 more piece of meat and then call it a night. And that's kind of the update, right? That's what I've been up to. Those are the things I'm chasing. I feel like I'm progressing nicely with this game. I feel pretty comfortable with the curve so far. I've mentioned it a couple times. I do think it's about to ramp up on me from a combat standpoint. The stuff I enjoy the most in this game, the cooking, the building, all that, I'm not too concerned about that. That difficulty has definitely been the same, but what I am concerned about is maybe like how dependent upon progression the game is around combat, and that might produce a few difficulties for me, but we'll work through it. I don't know. I have no issues figuring out the best approach to it here. If you shift click on an item or a stack of items, you get this split view, and then I can drag those down here. So this is just like an overflow I got for Johnny. So when he fires up, he doesn't have to worry about like going out to get food and shit like that. He has a good spot to start. And I think everything's good. So let's go back up here and rest. And I want to talk to you all about my idea for the portals. So in my mind, I'm thinking about doing kind of like a junction. So like, as you saw, I have 1 portal in my backyard that took me to that particular area by the Elder. We're on day 47. I'm not really weighing the days too much, but you'll see some people with like huge ass bases after so many days. Not for me yet. So as I was saying, I've got a portal in our backyard here, and I got one right over here. And I want to keep that one because this area, you know, this is going to continue to expand, and I don't have to cross the water every time. But I'm thinking somewhere by the house, I'm going to build a junction. And I'll have 1 portal in that junction that comes back to the house. But in there'll be many other portals that once I go through it, I can then choose to go. And like, it'll always take me back to that junction. You know, I'd have a workbench there. I'd have some rations, maybe some armor, a couple other things. In the event that I would die and I know where I'm at, well, I go from my house to a portal, from a portal to the other portal, but I could grab some shit to, like, get me my stuff back. In the, like, if I die in a dungeon, like, I don't want to go in there, you know, butt-ass naked, swinging a club, trying to get my stuff back. So that's the plan right now, is to make a little safe haven junction area that will be able to go from there. And then this will be great too. Like I mentioned, we're going to turn into a server. Well, if I want to go, like maybe, you know, maybe Johnny builds down here somewhere. Like he wants to be by the water. Well, I don't want to walk my happy ass all the way down here to see him. So I'll have a portal that'll go to the junction, that'll get to my house, vice versa. So that's the plan. And I'm thinking building something out here in this central meadow. For now, maybe forever, I don't really know. But I think that's a good enough spot to start building. So in that build menu for the portals, we need 20 pieces of fine wood, we need 10 of the Grey Dwarf Eyes, and we need 2 of the Surtling cores. Those cores are found in dungeons. I've got 3 I think I have 8 of those cores right now as it stands. So we've got some time, and I just need to figure out how to make this junction. Where do I want to set it up at? Because I don't want it to be like just this big monstrosity, but it's going to have some size to it. Part of me thought about just doing it back here. I mean, we've cut down a lot of trees in that process. So I thought about just maybe making this kind of like this big round area for the time being, using some signs. But I don't know. Like, I need to figure that out. So we'll get started on that. I need to get some more bronze, which I got copper marked down here. That's what I'm low on. I've got plenty of tin, so I've got a deposit here, and I've got one here. I've already cleaned this dungeon out, so I might just run down there really quick and warm up, and then see if I can come up with any other ideas for that particular junction or portal house, if you will. Do have a stamina meter, as you can see beneath my character. Literally everything you do impacts that. Jumping, running, crouching, pulling back your bow, swinging anything. Stamina is something that you want to keep an eye on. Shit, I need to eat. You can eat 3 items at a time. They can't be like 3 berries. They need to be a mixture of stuff. So when you are out exploring, it's always good to have 3 different types of food with you. Always helpful. And here's another area that we could call the first boss. You just lay the heads down on the altar there, and boom, big old fight. I've only done it once. I haven't seen a need for me yet to go back into it, and I say yet like that can happen potentially, but it's really just that one and done. Here's an abandoned house. So if you're new to the stream and you're new to watching shit like this, these abandoned locations you'll come across, and these are perfect. Like this one, when I came into it, it had a chest, it had amber, had some arrows, but I could easily put up a workbench over here just by getting some wood, and you can punch these saplings and get like 4 pieces of wood, build up your bench. You've got a place to store shit already. You can put a bed back there. Then I could just patch this stuff up. I would put a piece of roof there and get to work. I would have shelter. I would have an area that I could craft. It's not anything to write home about. It gets the job done and lets you get your bearings. And shelter should be the first thing you do in this game. The game really, in my opinion, feels pretty shitty until you have a spot to stay. Like, it feels very cheap. Very much like what you would expect from an early access game, where I think this game is actually pretty well polished for what you're getting. So I've marked that copper here. Let me fix something here really quick. I want to change this over to that stream view. There we go. So yeah, gonna go find this area that I marked on the map, and I also I haven't been deleting things off the map because I think it's important for like new players to know, oh, that's where copper's at, or was, I should say, so they get an idea, geographically speaking, like what to look for, keep an eye out. I think these are really cool looking. I might build something like this by the house, a little lookout tower. Definitely helpful, as I found the mobs don't crawl up there. You want to build a bow pretty damn quick in the game, as it definitely helps the deer. So we've got a couple little bad boys looking at us right now. Let's see if we can get them taken out pretty quick. Okay, got 1, 2 more, and a deer. 3 more. If that deer stays put without getting spooked, nope, they're gonna spook it. There's another deer. Come on. Deer skins, pretty important for crafting gear, like decent gear earlier in the game, as well as some materials for your house. If you don't have a bow, you'll want to crouch and sneak up on them. So I don't know why I didn't mark this one as completed. There's maybe like 1 or 2 more chunks that we can get. This pickaxe that I have. So if you want to craft a pickaxe and you're new to the game, maybe fight the first boss. Come here, you. Come here. Where are you going? Damn. Not my finest moment. We'll go back to mining. Did we get anything from there? So one of the things that kind of sucks currently for me is that like any type of ore rightfully weighs quite a bit. And what I'm really hoping for, I know that you can build a cart. I haven't learned that recipe, so I could bring a cart with me when I go to do runs like this and really load it up and not feel the weight here of what we've done. So normally when I'm like out getting things like this, I'll go as long as I can before my item needs to be repaired and get as much as I can. And it's getting better. Like my skill has gone up with using this pickaxe quite a bit, and that's going to lower down the amount of stamina needed and the strength of it to go through here. Hear that deer again. Come on, there we go. Alright, I think that we're getting pretty much to a point of exhaustion here. No, there's still some. I don't know how much we're getting. We've gotten 5 pieces so far. To make bronze, 2 pieces of copper for 1 piece of tin. Tin is found in the Black Forest where we're at right now, but down by the water. Pretty easy to come across. I don't think it's nearly as time consuming as copper. I've only seen copper in these larger deposits like this. I might be wrong. There could be other ones. Who the hell knows? Come on. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll finish this piece off here. My pickaxe is getting pretty low. I might go see if there's any tin down here by where we're at. And then make my way back to the house. Drop some of this stuff off. I really want to make a bronze sword. That requires 8 pieces of bronze. I should have enough tin for that. And I think it's some leather straps and also some wood. But I've been using this club like a fucking caveman for a while. And I don't know what that is. Another copper piece? Huh. Interesting. I've not seen this before. Definitely getting tired. Yeah, I mean, it's still going. Is it just stone? Alright, I'll take it. See if there's any tin down here. Yep, there's a piece of tin. I might be able to break this one before my pickaxe says nighty night. Yep, there we go. Let's just wear this thing out completely. Yep, there it went. Okay. So what I'm going to do is 2 things. This one's pretty much done. I like to use this little orb for tagging. So I'll just make this update that we've got some tin there so I know to come back to it, or I can have somebody on this map take a look as well. We are in the Black Forest. I could grab some coral if needed. Maybe a birch tree. I don't know how much, where are we at on weight? 294, 300. I did that about perfect. So no, I'm not going to be getting anything very big like that. We're just going to head back, dump this off. I'll start smelting a little bit tonight. I got some charcoal. We'll do that. I try to run that as much as I can at nighttime. I find that, you know, just as you're sleeping, put that thing to work, and that's super helpful. My dude's still pretty slow. Wish he was a bit faster. And I might be missing it. Like, I have a general idea, like, from, like, geography, like, on the map where I would be like, okay, this is north, south, etc. But not having a compass, and again, that could just be, like, my bad, and, like, maybe there's a way to turn that on. It'd be really cool to have some sort of compass to let me know I'm going in the right direction. Because the game, you know, the biomes are a little samey, and I don't mean that, like, in a shitty way, but, like, a meadow looks like a meadow looks like a meadow, and the Black Forest looks like the Black Forest, and, like, I have stumbled into one other biome, and I just don't think I was quite ready for it. It did look different. It was a very distinct difference, and there's just not been that many different biomes, and I mean, like, we talked about this the last time I played this game on stream, but, like, with a game like Minecraft, those biomes are significant, and it's not always been that way. It's taken a long time. This game's not even been out in early access for a month, so I don't want to shit on it for that, but maybe more frequency, because everything is kind of, you know, procedurally generated. It'd be nice if there was a bit more variety to the amount of biomes, and I understand completely, like, well, why would there be this right next to this? Like, they want to have it somewhat realistic, and I can respect and appreciate that. Like, I'm on board with it, but I'm just in, like, a lot of meadows. Like, shit all looks the same. I still think it's a pretty good looking game. Like, the images when I first saw it, I was like, I want to see that game in motion, because I really wasn't quite sure how this game would be given all the things there. So we got some tin, copper, get my coal up there, got some wood. Let me grab a little bit more. We're heavy now, which is not great. Being over encumbered, probably my least favorite mechanic in a game, yet I still play him. I can't. I know it's going to be there. I know it's going to be a thing. Look at that. Still slow and frumpy. So I got some coal. Let's just load this up. That's ready to go. And then we will load our smelter up like so. Now that's cooking. You just want to keep adding coal to it. Coal burns pretty quick on it. This time I usually do upgrades. I'll put away and cook, and then I'll go to bed when the time comes. We didn't kill anything. Any of this stuff goes down here. I think I'm at 50 rocks now. Yep. So let's go and plant those. Keep that up there. Not plant, but store. Can't plant a rock, Bobby. So let's pull this up, get my rock pile. Boom. And now I don't have to worry about putting those into the house. Got some more copper to get rid of. So I can build 4 more portals with what we have there, and we'll get more of that when we go into the woods. Some of my old gear. There we are. Cool. We are in a good spot. I'll make some. I got 6 more pieces of coal I'll make. Try and keep that going. I can't believe I legit was like going to just try and burn food for a while. It's like, who the hell are you fooling with that? Alright. Oh, we need to repair. Put away and repair. Okay. That's been done. There's that. Cool. So I doubt we get our weapon tonight. We might. No, I'm sorry. We'll get it tonight. I should say I doubt we get it right here. We might. Got a little fog setting in. Can't see shit. As far as the cauldron goes, there's right now a handful of things. One of the items I can build is a fermenter, and I need to do that still. That's going to unlock more of these things here, especially like that mead base. I'll have to have that item to make it work with the fermentation. So what I'll probably do when that comes, like I can build. Well, I can't build a shelf up here because I got the smoke coming, but like over here. If I think it'll reach, like I could essentially take this wall down. How do I pull that up here? There we go. Yeah, I can get this external wall where that is and bring this out and have a nice little shelf system there to put some more shit to keep this a bit more compact. Eventually, you know, this house will still stand, but it might not be the main location. Like I think an actual base is in the future once we get that server set up. But this has been, and always will be, a very special little home here in the game. So we'll let's go throw some more coal on, and then we'll hit the hay, see what we get. How are we doing on these pieces? Alright, so we don't have anything else to smelt down. We'll add what coal we have. God damn it. I hate it when I do that. Your ultimate power can be activated by pressing F, and press F for me because I just pressed F. Alright, let's get some shut-eye. In your dream, you sit beside a fire in a great hall surrounded by the chatter of familiar voices. Their faces blur like smoke and their names slip your mind. I didn't get to finish the rest of it. There's been some like little weird messages that pop up when all this happens, and goes from there. So, friend of the show, Hybrid Glass, just went live, and I've been playing some games with him. I don't know if I'll do that tonight or not. I may. I was up pretty late, actually. He was on his stream last night talking about that new Mortal Kombat trailer, which looks really slick. And he was talking about the Outriders game that's coming out, so I got to chat with him about that, which was really cool. And I was up way too late for too early of a shift that I had today at work. But I'm doing okay. I had a little bit of coffee earlier. Alright, let's see. How much do we have? What can we make bronze-wise? Remember, 2 to 1 ratio when making this. I don't know. I don't think so. Let's find out, though. I can make 5 pieces there. Yep, we're not going to get it tonight, folks. Well, I just need... We could. There's more copper down that way. We'll see. I'm going to check in on Glass and see what he's playing tonight. He was playing Rogue Company. He's been playing a lot of that and some Gears of War. And I could potentially link up with him, bring the stream back, and maybe play, dare I say, like a bit more competitive shooter than one of these nice chill games that I'm used to. I have the ability to do other things besides craft shit. I'll tell you that much. Just drops this stuff off. And we'll get this set up. Organization is key, folks. Organization is key. Alright, so here we've got regular wood, which I can make a pile. I should make a pile. Need to eat something. Oh, no. Don't want to get rid of it. What are you doing there, Bobby? Oh, pick it up. Pick it up. I want to eat that stuff. It's good for you. All right. See how our bees are. Look at all that. We're getting so much honey from these happy, happy bees. In those abandoned houses that I showed you earlier, there's oftentimes there's a beehive. If you can, get your bow and arrow, shoot that beehive, and it's a good time. You want to get those queen bees out of it, and that's going to let you bring back, get some wood and build a beehive, which gives you multiple pieces of honey every day, which is what we got going on there. So I don't think by default you can stack. Yeah, it doesn't like that. So what I do, again, this isn't like unique to me, and probably it's done half-assed, but I just take some flooring, and now I can come over here and I can put the stack above it. Maybe just kind of finesse it a bit. I need to add another piece of that flooring to this. Might not have enough wood for it. Anyway, I'll put that stack up here. Missing requirement? Wood? 50? I thought I had that. 48. Oh, Bobby, you dummy. You dummy. Let me go grab some really quick. Got a few stumps I can get. Right. I don't know how if trees do grow back. Like, I haven't seen any seeds that drop for those, so I'm assuming like once you cut a tree down, you cut a tree down. And yeah. All right, now we got our wood stacked up. So that's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. I'm sorry, 600. 500. There's 500 pieces of wood out there, which I should just stop cutting down and take from it, but I don't want to lose my stacks. Okay. We had talked about going back down here, getting the rest of that copper and some tin. That'll give me my sword. Can make that work tonight. That would be pretty easy. Let me take a quick break really quick. I'll come back and we'll figure out where we're going to go next. Give me 1 second. We'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back. Thanks everybody for that. So yeah, we talked about going down and getting that other copper so I can make that sword, make some of these bronze items. So we're gonna make our way back down to where we were there and eat really quick. Make it happen. I'm really curious to see what this roadmap's going to look like. I think this team's incredibly small from what I've been reading, and it sounds like the game just continually is growing. Like I think last night, so today's the 19th. Last night they were just under 400,000 people playing at one time, which is just fucking crazy. And this game, I knew people were like into it. Like I had a few people share some stuff my way, but like we typically don't cover like games going into early access on the show. Like we do a preview episode once a month where we talk about new games that are coming out. And this particular like game we didn't discuss at all. Like I saw it and I thought, oh, it was like recommended to me in my queue on Steam. So I threw it on my wish list, and I started to see a few more videos come and some more trailers. I'll tell you what did it for me. It's like no surprise at all here. It was the $20. Like I felt that the entry for this game was pretty fucking palatable given like the cost of it. Like $20 is not much for a game that has this much shit to it. Knowing it's in early access, it's going to continue to grow and get bigger. Like, I'm really curious, like, if they anticipated this game to be what it is now, because it just seems to be blowing up in a way that, I mean, I don't think it's nearly as big. I don't know exactly, but I mean, Among Us comes to mind. Like, that game blew the fuck up, and I still don't understand, like, how that happened so many years after that game, to the point where they canceled the sequel, or at least postponed it. So we'll see. Another early access game that I've streamed and have really sung its praises is Everspace 2. They just put out their updated roadmap, and it looks like the first big drop for that game is going to be April. And then they're saying a summer update and a fall update. And they seem to be pretty substantial and ambitious updates. So a couple new ship classes. And I got to level 14, which was the cap. And the game is apparently going to be at 30. I got to my level relatively fast and wanted to have an opportunity to not overdo it, have a chance to bring my character up. So decided to cool it, and I'm going to go back in April from there. Where are you going? Where are you going, dear? I think this is one of those copper. Yeah. Cool. Anything around here right now that I should be aware of? I think it's pretty safe. Famous last words. So we get some more copper here. We don't need a lot. Get as much as we can, though. I didn't mention about portals, and I don't know fully, but apparently certain items are not able to go back through a portal. I had heard online about some guys that were basically, or some individuals, I should say, that were setting up portals by farms. And because they didn't necessarily have a farm, or they couldn't support a farm where they had built their home or their base, so they found a spot that would be good for farming, put a portal there, and they just go there every day to get their shit and come back, which, why not, right? Like, that seems smart. So maybe there'll be something like that too, where it's like, hey, we're going to grow as much as we can. It's in that same area where like the junction is. Help yourself as you're coming and going, if you don't want to build it at your actual house. You're going to make me come out of here? I'm working. I don't have time for your shit. Come on. Just let a man work. I'm out here trying my best to get the stuff we need. I do think that I'd like to have some waterfront property for a couple reasons. Like, that's where you get your flint. That's also, like, there's different enemy types there. But I'm going to try and do biomes. Like, that's my goal, is to have biomes built that will allow quick travel to it, get some of the materials in that biome if I need it for whatever reason. Go from there. I have to imagine that they're going to have a pretty massive update along the way for this game that's going to require, like, backing your shit up. Which, you know, it's early access. You know what you're getting into, but I think a game like this, where it's, like, legit a grind to build your shit out. And I've also heard that there is kind of a game-breaking bug out there right now, and you should have a backup of your game. But I'm not going to tell you how to play shit, but I'm going to tell you, as somebody who's worked in tech for a long time, back your shit up, people. Games are not excluded from that. What are we doing on here? 7? We're doing alright, doing a pretty good haul. I think we had like 11, if I remember correctly, to 13 the last time. We'll keep hacking here. We got a little bit left on our pickaxe. Hopefully we get a little bit more, but I'm pretty confident that we've secured something there. Damn, what's going on? Oh, didn't get it through. That sucks. It's alright. So, according to our map... Did I not have this one marked? Whoops. Shame on me. Alright, so that one's good to go. That one's bad. Got another known good one. There's probably some more. But yeah, this is the reality of it. I mean, solo playing in a survival craft game is definitely not as interesting or as, you know, efficient as playing with other people. But there's something I'm very much drawn to with this game. God, I was up so late. I can't believe I stayed up that late. What the hell's wrong with me? Definitely paying for it today. I think the unless you're like deep in some combat stuff with this game, it is a very calming game. I mentioned that the last time, but like, it's a game that can make you a bit sleepy too. I would say, if you're, I'm not saying that like it's like a boring game or whatever, but it's just very peaceful. When you're like building, crafting, gathering, like there's something really nice about the exploration aspect of it. And you know, something about playing a game like this when you can't leave your house a whole lot is really cool. You know, I typically don't talk shop on here. You know, I think that that's just not what I'm here to do, but I'll say my wife and I took the orders given pretty seriously and have been staying inside as much as we can. And I mean, I've always felt like I was kind of built for this, you know, like even when I could go outside, I wanted to stay inside and play games. So now I've got an excuse to stay inside and play games, which is awesome, but I'm not going anywhere. And this game has been really cool for making me feel or curb that wanderlust in a way that like I normally can't. And like, not that I'm like a jet setter and travel all the time, but this is the least I've traveled, I'll tell you that much. So games have been that outlet for sure. Trying to see how many more birch trees I have here in the backyard area. It's that fine wood. Alright, you see this big hammer I got? Check this out. It's pretty awesome. Really good for crowd control, really good for big demos. It's called the Stag Breaker. I have been chasing building that hammer for a while. Actually, I think I was even talking about that on the last stream. And it's slow. It's a two-handed weapon. Could be a little bit faster, but oh boy, when that hammer hits, it hits. All right, so we got some more copper. Got a little bit of wood. I got some more in here I can grab. Make some more coal. Get back to smelting. Fire up what we need. All right. So I think that I'll be able to make that sword, and that should be pretty all right. Definitely need to eat. Let those do their thing for now. I don't know why I'm so weird about how shit gets organized, but I really am. It is a big fucking deal to me. Follow that loop. Find a loop that works for you. And they go through the coal. Man, I really want to build that sword next, but this cultivator is probably the smarter thing for me to make. It's certainly costs less, but I really want... oh man, that pickaxe is probably smart too. Nice durable pickaxe to get me through it. I really want this sword. That's what I'm going after. Combat's a pretty big reality in this game, and as I mentioned, I'm trying to get ready for the Elder. So I think that might be something that I look at. How many pieces are in here now? 3. It's not going to get me very far. That gets us up to 6. Let's do a quick check. How many we got left? 3. Maybe. There's another piece there. Find out. Five. One more should do it. That'll get us up to 8. I think that they were still cooking. Come on. I know you got it in you. I know you got it in you. Pump it out. Now again, I'm not like too worried because I mean we've got 2 more deposits down there that we can go through, so I know making what I said I wanted to make with this sword, like I'm gonna give in. I'm gonna do it. Shit, I need 1 more piece. Spit it out, you. Got plenty of coal left in it. Got 1 more. Should do the job. Perfect. Alright. Now we can make what we need to. So we'll move you up, move you up, move you up. Craft this bronze. That bronze life. And what else does that sword require? Wood and leather? Easy. Easy. We've got that. I will take some of these. Go get some wood really quick. Now we've got 50 wood. Should have everything we need to make this sword. Did I not get wood? Holy shit, how did I not get that? Coming up to my house. Get out of here, you. Oh, I gotta grab it, I forgot. It's too much to pick up. My weak little body. Yeah, how pathetic he is. Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have picked that up. Come on. I swear I grabbed that leather out of here. Alright, Bobby. Let's officially make this. So I can do the mace, which is a headache on a stick. Definitely weighs. Bronze sword does significantly less damage. Not significantly, but yeah, I guess substantially less damage. Movement speed is the same on both of those. A little bit more of a knockback on that one. I still think I'm going to make the sword. Let's craft that sword. Hell yeah. Keep our club close, but our bronze closer. Good lord, man. What are you carrying here? Alright, those can go back down there. You go drop off some of these. I really want to build a bronze shield. I've heard that they're pretty overpowered in this game. I'm alright with that. So I'll tell you what, we've been going for a little over an hour. Full disclosure, as I mentioned, I was up late. I'm pretty beat. I gotta work early again tomorrow. I was hoping to get an hour and a half in, but once I get done unloading here, saving, I might call that a night. Just get some rest. I need to stay on top of it. It's been a week. Our furnace had busted. We got it working again. Just stuff at work moving around. So I think I'm gonna take a break here. Call this a night. Let me pull this up here. Quit out of this really quick. So if you've first of all, thanks. Sorry it's a shorter stream than normal. Just tired. This weather has been brutal. It'll do that to you. So I'm a little sleepy, a little tired from that. Want to rest up some. So let's talk about like what lies ahead for the show. As you can see here on the screen beneath me, Wednesday nights is the podcast. So Casual Hours podcast first. We post new episodes every Friday. You can go back and watch video on demand if you want to. You can go and check out stuff on YouTube. We post it there. We're also on every platform for podcasting, so feel free to check those out also. Chase, who is one of the co-hosts, he does a show called Gamers on the Go. There's a new episode coming out for that here soon. And then for Johnny, he will be on talking a little bit more about some of the games that him and his son are playing. I stream usually on Fridays and Mondays, and tonight is a Valheim night. I'd like to really lean in there and play a bit more of that. I wanted to do a little bit more tonight than what we were able to, but I was able to make the sword, got some more bronze. It's going to be a bit more involved. I'm going to try and sketch out what I want that junction to look like for the portals. But yeah, that's kind of like what we do. I did get that new Persona 5 Strikers game, so I might stream that. Next week, however, a game that I'm very excited about comes to demo, which is the Outriders demo. And so me and a couple friends of the show will be playing that game, and you might see some of that pop up for a bit. So I'm going to try and keep Mondays for a while for Valheim. Friday, I always kind of envision being a rotating spot. New games come out on Friday, and I usually like to play those with you all, so that's kind of what's going on there. But a couple things I would just ask, give us a follow if you've been hanging out, you enjoy what I'm doing. I know I'm a little sleepy tonight, low energy, but give us a follow. It would really mean a lot. Sub to us where you can. YouTube is really important right now. We're trying to grow our channel there, and YouTube really limits what you're capable of by your follower count. So if you can give us a follow and sub over there on YouTube, that'll be super helpful as we're trying to get that custom URL to make it easier for people to find our stuff. A couple ways to get in touch with us on social at The Casual Hour. Have ideas for the show, want to be a part of stuff we're doing, point you over in that direction. But for those of you who swung by, for those of you who are lurking, whatever it may be, appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to get some sleep tonight, get back to work. I'm off on Sunday, come back fresh on Monday to stream with you all, and we'll be back to Valheim Monday night. So thank you all so much.